Hey, what's up everybody? It's Dante86 and I'm here to give you my impressions on the Wii U. I know there's a lot of skeptical people about the system, thinking it's not going to sell well, thinking it's not going to be a good system, it's better on, well, other systems are better than it, blah 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 blah. Typical Nintendo hate. Now, here's my opinion of the system. So far, I do enjoy it. I have Zombie U and Nintendo Land. I got the premium edition, so it came with Nintendo Land, and I've played through and completed Zombie U, and that was a really good game. I'll have to give a review on that later. But as far as the system goes, there's a few annoying things to start with. When you first pop the system in, you have a huge update that takes about an hour and a half to update, and that's to give you your OS and give you all the online functionality and everything. And I mean, I understand it's something that you want to have in there, but when you first buy a system, you don't really want to be sitting and seeing a little circle and a slow-moving bar for an hour and a half, and then it takes about another 20 to install. So that was frustrating when I brought this thing home because I did not get to play it much that night. And then on top of that, after I'd updated for a long time, I popped in Nintendo Land to try to see what is the big deal with this system. And then guess what? Another update. So I had to wait another 10 or 15 minutes for this update to go through. So it seems like they have the whole update thing going like Sony and on the PS3, which is not, I don't like that so far. Um, but once the update went through, everything runs smoothly pretty much. Glare on glasses, I hate it. Everything runs pretty smooth. I mean, when you start up, you go to the menu, it has a little Wada Plaza or something like that, and you can see things that other people are saying about games from the Miiverse, and that's pretty cool. Um, Let me see. I'll turn this gamepad on real quick, see if I can show you what I'm talking about. But in the meantime, um, the Miiverse is something where you can go in and like it's pretty much Twitter and Facebook for each individual game or app, and there's a community for each one. And I know was very active for the Zombie U one as I was playing through. You can ask questions, leave screenshots, just leave comments, and a lot of people will draw pictures and whatnot. Now, I'm not sure if you can see what's going on here. Yeah, it says I've been playing Zombie U, and see it has people drawing, and these are the games from the Miiverse, and it has people's drawings and stuff that they're talking about. And that's something pretty cool that the system has. You can keep up with what's going on there. Another thing that's nice is the Miiverse itself. I'm gonna go ahead and try to pull this up. Now, one thing I know a lot of people are gonna ask about is the Nintendo Network and online. How does that work? Okay, so you have a Nintendo Network ID, which is a name, just like on Xbox or PSN. Same thing. You have a screen name. Right now, the screen name, you can't recover it on another console yet, but they're working on that. But the Miiverse, sorry, Nintendo Network ID, you just, it's kind of weird. It's treated like a friend code if you go to the friends section, and if you type in somebody's name, it doesn't send them a friend request. It'll just be like, okay, you sent them this, and then they have to put in your screen name, and then you'll be friends. That's a little weird. Through the Miiverse, you can actually go and search for someone. So, like, if you search for me, you can find me, and then let me go to my profile real quick. Go to a profile, communities. I'm just gonna find a random person, go to their profile, and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, see, I'm on this guy's profile, and you can send a friend request over there if you want to. And if you send a friend request that way, it'll actually go directly to the person. It'll pop up and say, hey, you have a friend request, and that's cool. But as far as doing it through the friends part, I think I might have deleted that friend request I have right now because I was waiting to add someone, and it just sits there until they don't get a notification that you've tried to add them, and that's the bothersome part. If you go through the friends, see right here where it has register friends, if I go in here and register a friend through this, they won't get a notification. But if I go through the Miiverse and send a friend request that way, they'll get it, which is backwards and weird, but maybe they'll flesh that out later. Another issue I have with the Wii U and the online functionality is the notification system. Instead of something popping up on the screen while you're playing a game, the only thing that happens is the home button light that'll flash a little bit. So, I mean, yeah, that's cool if you're always looking at the gamepad, but sometimes you're looking at the screen and focusing on the screen. A lot of the time, that's what you're doing in Zombie U. You're looking at the screen, and the map is down at the bottom. So if you get a message, or someone signs on, or someone's trying to call you with the video call feature, the notification is the little light on the home button, which is cool, but there should be some kind of on-screen indication as well. And I just talked about video calling, which is a very nice feature, but like yesterday, I was getting a call from someone on my list while I was getting towards the end of Zombie U. And I'm like, I ain't answering that, so I pressed the home button, saw it was a call, and nope. And I went to the Miiverse, sent him a message, and told him, hey, I'll get back to you in a minute. But the video call feature does not multitask. Miiverse, internet, shop, all that multitask. You can press the home button, go do that, and then come back to your game. But the video call feature does not multitask, and they really need to fix that. Because what's the point in someone calling you and it giving you a notification during your game if it's gonna suspend the game and you can't save? So yeah, that's a little frustrating, but I knew that before I answered the call, so I didn't do it. Because I think I tested the call out. Somebody called me before when I was playing Nintendo Land, and I don't really care if I lose progress on there. But Zombie U, I'm not trying to lose my progress. So let me see. I talked about the online. The controller itself really does feel good, even though it's humongous. It feels good because it has the grips on the back, and it's really ergonomic, and it feels good. Even for someone with small hands like myself, it's not a bad thing to hold, and it's not heavy. I mean, holding it with one hand, yeah, it will get a little weird. You might want to sit it down in your lap if you're going to use one hand. Like for trying to, you have the option to use the touchscreen, or you can play it like on the traditional controller with the like on the other consoles. But I go for the traditional mainly. But I mean, you have the option of just holding it here and using the touchscreen. And I mean, it works, but not so much. But the controller, it does feel good, and it's not as weird as you would think it would be to play some games. Now, it was weird for me. I was playing playing the Wii U, and then I picked up my 3DS. I'm like, oh, this is small. It felt kind of funny. But even though the controller's huge, it's not weird to play. Anything else that sticks out? I don't know. I'm just hoping that in the future they kind of flesh out some of the things. Some visual notifications would be nice, and uh, multitasking the video chat system would be nice, and friend requests, they need to fix that. But for the most part, everything is good. You can message people, you can add random people to your friends list. I've gotten friend requests just from the Miiverse like crazy, and I mean it's really cool. I really enjoy it. When I get back to my place, with my capture card, I can do a little bit of footage showing you exactly what I'm talking to you better than just using this little screen here. But also be looking out for a Zombie U review, and yeah, that's about it. Talk to you later.